Today I've got something a little different for you. As you can see, this is my travel makeup bag. And I recently did some traveling. I had gone to the coast with my family, and I packed a makeup bag that had some makeup, some brushes, just kind of some incidentals. I was only gone a couple days, but I didn't really know what I would want to use. So I brought my skincare and makeup and all of that in this bag here. This is a bag that I've had for a really long time. This is a Tokidoki and Sephora bag. I want to say this was like at least 10 years ago, maybe like 15 years ago. I've had this bag a long time. It's one of my very favorite bags. I don't know that I'll ever get rid of it. It just makes my heart so happy. It was a Christmas gift from my family. So I do really like that it's got a cool zipper. It's got little gold metal zipper pulls. They make a fun noise. Anyway, let's open it up and see what I brought. So, let's see, the thing on top, this actually took up the most space. This is my Too Faced Italian Spirits palette. And this palette, I got it in the spring. I want to say I got it around April when we were initially gonna go to the coast, but we actually didn't go because the weather was super bad and really cold. But I knew as soon as I got this palette that I want to take it to the coast. Now, me and Too Faced, we have a troubled history. I have had nothing but bad luck with their palettes in the past. They've been either super hard pressed or just really bad to work with. But I saw a lot of reviews of this palette, and the one who I trusted the most was Teresa is Dead. Shout out to her. I love her channel. It makes my heart so happy whenever she has an upload. But she also has had bad luck with their palettes, and even she said hey, this is good, give it a try. So I waited for a sale and I decided to give it a try. So this is what the inside looks like. As you can see, it's kind of dirty. It's, a little on the basic side. It's got a lot of neutrals, but it does have some fun, kind of pinks and blues. And then this is actually a really pretty liner color. But yeah, it's just kind of a fun little palette that kind of works all the time. And I knew that I only wanted to take one palette that would have a lot of options. So this is the one that I took. And yeah, I love that it comes in a metal package because I knew that it would travel well. Not that we had to go that far to go to the coast, but Next, these brushes just kind of got thrown back in here, even though this bag, it does have a dedicated brush area, but I've used some of these brushes since we got back. So with that, this is one of my very favorite foundation brushes. This is the It brushes for Ulta, if you can see that. And it's got like little hearts in it. I don't know if it'll focus very well, but it's got like little hearts in it. And the only thing that I dislike is that the hearts move really, really fast in it. So like when you turn it, they slide really fast. But I do just like that they're there. So, but yeah, this was their Love is the Foundation brush. I want to say last year. I think they do like a new one every year. These are the two blush brushes I use. One is just a Wet n Wild blush brush. The other is a discontinued, or at least I think it's discontinued, BH Cosmetics brush. I like to use this one to apply the blush, and then this one to kind of like blend everything out. Just kind of give it a more softer feel. I did also pack this brush. It says it's a contour brush, but I use it for blush. This is what I use for like a peach blush that we'll get to. Then I also did bring like a dedicated blending brush. This one is a Real Techniques. It's a powder brush, but I use this to kind of just blend everything out, make it look a little more seamless. These are my eye brushes that I brought. Yeah, I do also have this one in here. Let's see, I don't think I have any others sneaking around. But most of these, the really bright ones, they're actually from a brand called, I believe it's Doe Color. Dew Color. You can find them on Amazon, and I really like that these are like highlighter yellow. Normally I'm not like super into like bright yellows, but something about this color just like speaks to me. I don't really know. But yeah, so these are the brushes I brought. Like I brought quite a few like blending brushes. I brought like a shadow brush. Just kind of some basics. So next, this is actually something I got from the hotel. This is a little body lotion. I always take the lotions with me. Like sometimes it's just nice to have one of these to like throw in your purse. I've actually used it a few times since we got back, just so I could like moisturize my hands really quickly. And like that one doesn't have like a very strong smell. I did bring, let's see. Let's look at all the brow stuff I brought, because I brought too many brow things. So I brought 2 brow pencils and a brow gel. What was I doing? I definitely did not need these. But as you can tell, I'm a pretty big fan of the NYX brow products. I have 2 brow pens. One is in espresso and the other is in ash brown. And then this is actually their brow gel in espresso as well. And these are some of my very favorite products from NYX. I really, really like how they perform. I just know exactly how they're gonna work. And I've actually repurchased that ash brown brow pen like 3 times now. It's my jam. I also brought this Buxom lip balm with me. This is in the shade Dolly Fever. And I really love this lip balm. It's kind of tingly, so if you don't like tingly lip balms, this is definitely not for you. But it leaves just a nice little like wash of color. Let's see. So then let's go over more lip stuff. Some of this was stuff that I had like in my purse. Okay, we have too many lippies. I brought too many lippies. Mostly because like I always have some in my purse. And then this one, this is the MAC lip balm in Floral Coral. And this was a part of their cherry blossom collection. Like I want to say 2 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. But I really love this lip balm, but I'm almost out of it. But I'm going to keep that packaging forever. Then I brought, let's see, let's go over all the lip oils I brought. So I brought the NYX Fat Oil in the shade Supermodel. This is just a really pretty like pink color, just kind of a little wash of color, nothing too fancy. Then this I already had in my purse. This is the Milani Fruit Fetish in Cherry Lime. And then this one I brought with me as well. It's the Trixie Cosmetics Sweet Treats in Sugar Cookie. This one's really sweet and it's really hydrating, but it's also pretty thin. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it's not like super gloopy, which I really like. But it's hydrating. So then as far as like lip colors, I brought 3, but again, like this one is just always in my purse. This is the MAC These Lips Are Expensive, and this is their Luster Glass formula. It's like for me, it's like kind of a nudie, like almost warm, kind of brownish orange. I know that's a lot of colors. It's not quite like terracotta, it's more like nude than that, but I really love it. I've used it a ton of it. And then these I brought with me because they seemed like they would be like nice and easy, and they really were. I also brought like I have a sample size of the dark red one, and I used all 3 of these while I was out. They were nice for just like a little like wash of color. I will say that with these, you do kind of have to like apply a coat and then wait, and then like apply a coat and then wait for it to dry. If you try to do too much, they're like super liquidy. So if you try to do too much, it'll get like really streaky. But if you do like one thin coat, wait a bit, and then add another thin coat, it's perfect for me. And then of course, I brought my SPF. This is actually my smaller size of this. I actually have the bigger size as well. Super, super love the Tula SPF. It's I would say it's like the only SPF that I've ever tried that didn't also sting my eyes. Like, for some reason, it doesn't matter if it's like a chemical sunscreen or a mineral one, like they always sting my eyes. And I don't even put them like super close to my eyes. It just happens. So then I also brought, for like foundation, I brought both of these, and I really didn't need to. I have the Even Better Glow, which they don't make anymore, but I also recently picked up the just Even Better foundation, and honestly, there's like hardly a difference. This one, I guess, is a little more like shiny, a little more radiant, but this one's not like super matte. So there's really not a huge difference. If you want like the same effect, you could mix in like a highlighter or some kind of like glowy product, but you really don't need to. They're so lightweight and like low coverage that like you really don't need it. But they're both in the shade CN02, which is called Breeze, which suits me and how pale I am. So then for concealer, I brought my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is a concealer that the first time I tried it, hated it. I hated this concealer. I didn't know like what the fuss was about. I didn't know like why anyone liked it, but it was because I was using too much. So for me, it was just like, it was definitely a skill issue. It was absolutely a skill issue. I just used way too much of it and was like, why does anyone like this? It's terrible. When really it was just me. This I take with me, I would say, just about everywhere. This is the Ulta Healthy Hydration Lip Sleeping Mask. This is really nice because it has like no scent at all. I honestly, like, I have a pretty sensitive sense of smell. I smelled nothing using this. It's really thick. It's really nice, especially like if you've been on the beach all day and your lips are all chapped. Like, this is the perfect, like, you're back at the hotel, just chilling out, put this guy on, and you'll feel so much better. It's also nice because, like, since it doesn't have a flavor, you can put it on, like, kids, and they won't eat it. Because it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't really have a taste. Anyway, back to skin stuff. This is one of the blushes that I brought. This is the Cover FX in Soft Peach. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but like as you can see, I've barely made a dent in mine. But this is like one of my very favorite blush colors. It's just a nice little nudie peach. It's really great. Yeah, listen to that snap. Yeah, I love this. I do also have the shade Mulberry, but I think I need to get rid of it because it's really dark for me. The other blush that I brought is the Luminous Putty Blush, and this, I believe, yeah, this is in the shade Maui. And this is from e.l.f. And I love this one because it's like it's more of like a cool tone option. Like I wanted to have a little cool tone, warm tone kind of moment. And I like this one because it has like a little shimmer to it. But not like anything where it feels like a highlighter. Like maybe on someone who has like a really deep skin tone, this would be more of like maybe like a blush lighter, if you like that term. But for me, it's like a nice little cool tone blush. Then I also brought this Cover FX setting powder. I did not use this at all. I wasn't sure if I'd want like a setting powder, but I super didn't use it, like even a little. Which, I mean, live and learn. It didn't take up much space. But I did bring this Ulta facial mist in watermelon, and this was what I used as a setting spray. And honestly, it was pretty good. It definitely felt like their the normal like Ulta brand setting spray, but I wanted to bring one that was like smaller, and this one was perfect. It did what I thought it would do, which, you know, is kind of the bare minimum. For a eyeshadow primer, I brought the Revlon Color Stay. This is one that I'm still working on using like the right amount of it. If you use too much, like everything creases and it gets really oily. But if you use just the right amount, it works great. So, I don't know. There's that. I'm working on it. Then I did bring 2 About Face eye paints. These ones are probably my most used. This is in On Point and in Capulets. And you can actually buy these in a set. I don't know if they still have it at Ulta, but that's actually how I got them. Was in a set, and they're wonderful as just like a base of color to kind of put your eyeshadow over. They're kind of a nice like little blank canvas kind of situation. But yeah, I really love these. I have a bunch of About Face eye paints that like maybe I should go through and rank them, because yeah, I have a bunch of them. These are amazing. If you can get them on sale, I'd say absolutely do it. Like they had them for half off during the 21 Days of Beauty. Absolutely recommend. So then I brought some mascaras. I brought a waterproof one for my lower lash line, and then I brought 2 of these MAC ones. Now, they're not very different, but like here, they're slightly different. This one is the Extreme Dimension Lash, and this is the Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. Genuinely, I don't know what the difference is. They perform exactly the same, but I just wanted to bring like a little travel size. And then this I didn't actually bring with me, but I didn't put it away. This is the Ulta Lash Flash Warm Water Wash Off Mascara. This is a really nice mascara. It does like a good job of like lengthening and things like that. But when you wash it off with the hot water, it honestly, the first time I did it, it was like a horror movie to me because it looked like a bunch of like spider legs all over my face. And you know what? Not the vibe, sis. So there's that. I don't even know if they still make that mascara. They might. This is an Ulta Beauty sponge, and it's literally gonna go in the trash. It's the worst sponge I've ever used. It's so stiff, even when you get it wet, that it was like trying to like pat my foundation in with like a piece of paper. Like it really just, it didn't have like any give. It started like pulling the foundation up. Like I super do not love it. So it's gonna go in the trash. Then, as far as skincare, I brought my travel size of the Handskin Pore Cleansing Oil. I actually, when I'm at home, I use the PHA one, but I decided to bring my AHA one because I have a travel size of it, and honestly, it's not super different for me. I don't know a lot about skincare. I'm not a skincare girly. Maybe someday I'll learn. But I use that for like makeup remover. This I did not bring, or I did not use at all. It's a hydrating toner. I didn't really feel like I needed it, so I didn't use it. Then this is also something I didn't use. I forgot that I packed this, but this tinted mineral sunscreen is way too dark for me. This is, it's tinted, but yeah, it's like really yellow and like too dark for my skin tone. So I'll probably end up giving that to a friend. But this I did use. This is the Double Repair Face Moisturizer from La Roche-Posay. And I might actually get like a big version of this. I really actually liked this as like a day moisturizer. Then I also brought a serum with me. This is the Peach and Lily Glass Refining Serum. I really just like how this feels at the end of the day. It feels nice. And then for a cleanser, I brought the Belief Aqua Bomb Jelly Cleanser. I really like this. It does have a bit of a scent. So if you're someone who hates scents, maybe steer clear. But this is just a really good kind of all-rounder cleanser. Then, last but not least, I did bring a couple of fragrances with me, and these are all like little mini bottles. I love like a good little mini bottle of perfume. They just make my heart so happy. So this is one that my husband actually picked out this scent for me. This is the Versace Bright Crystal. I have a big bottle of this like on my vanity, and it's actually my second bottle, but I love this little mini. Again, just makes my heart happy. Then I also brought Armani's My Way. This is one that I'm kind of trying out. I do like it. It's got like a really strong honeysuckle note, which I do really love a good honeysuckle. Growing up, I had a honeysuckle bush like outside my window, and so I'd get to smell it a lot. So perfumes that have honeysuckle in it kind of always get my heart. And then I've also started doing like a nighttime perfume, like when I'm going to bed, and I usually pick something kind of vanilla-y. And this is the Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. And it's got a really deep kind of vanilla woodsy kind of scent. And yeah, so that's everything that I brought with me. And yeah, as you can see, it does have like little cloth dividers in the bag. And yeah, I set it so that way I'd have like my skincare and fragrances over here, and then I'd have like all my makeup stuff. But I mean, it's a good little bag. If you can find it on like Mercari or Poshmark or wherever, I'd say go for it. But you know, that's just me. I'm just biased because it's like my favorite. But yeah, so that's everything that I brought with me to the coast. I hope you're having a great day or night or wherever you are. And you're a treasure. And you know what? You're a sprinkle. And I appreciate you. All right, bye.